President Akufo-Addo also said beaches, nightclubs, cinemas and pubs continue to be shut. Also, the country's borders by land and sea remain closed. Now, some churches here in Accra have stepped up the education of members about the COVID-19 protocols due to the rising cases. Joseph Akable was at the Gospel Ambassadors Church Solution Center at La Paz, where church members were being urged to wear the mask always.
On arrival at the Gospel Ambassadors Church Solution Center at La Paz, I'm taken through the safety measures in place.
I'm Pastor Kennedy Bentum Jr., and then we are the Gospel Ambassadors Church Solution Center. So just as you see here, we have our Veronica bucket. So when members come to church, the first thing you have to do is to get here, and then you would have the liquid soap. So you would put the liquid soap like you see him doing, and then you would have to open the tap, and then you wash your hands thoroughly. I mean, we are really particular about that. So you have to wash your hands thoroughly, because we know that the virus, when you have running water and then the liquid soap, it's able to get off your hand if any. So right after, you would use the tissue papers, and then you would just wipe your hand very well. So as you can see, he's done that. So right after, when you are done with this place, we would have to move to a different section. So if we could go there. So right after they are done, they come to this place. You come to this place actually, and then you would have to write your name, because we need the information. So you write your name. The church is segregated in different churches, you understand? So you write your name, you put a church there, your contact, and then you would sign for contact tracing should there be any case. Yes, so that's what you see him doing. And then the protocol team will take your temperature. They'll take your temperature to be sure that you are within the right temperature, and then they will show it to you, so you know. So right after, we make our way into the church auditorium, and then as you can see, it's spaced out as it's supposed to be. So when you get inside, we have a sanitizer right here as well. So right after, you just put your hand under, and then you then sanitize, and then the ushers will lead you to sit as you're supposed to sit, and then that's how it is. So we are not crowded, as you can see. It's spaced appropriately, and then service begins, and everyone is in their nose masks.
In the course of service, the presiding pastor, Reverend Kennedy Bentum, advises his congregation about COVID-19.
Please wear your mask. And we've always said that wearing the mask is putting the mask on top of your nose. And then
he tells me the church is worried about the rising cases. He insists Christians must abide by the protocols and not simply say God will protect them.
You pray and then go and stand in the middle of the road when a car is coming and say whether the car will hit you or not, because God is protecting you. So I think it's ignorance that makes people to behave this way. Faith without action is dead. So you have the faith that God is protecting you, but what action are you taking as far as God protecting you?
Other church members have been sharing their views on the measures in place.
I think coming here from the onset, even during the COVID period, I've been coming here. The first one that there was a lockdown, I used to come here. And I think if I follow the protocol and I follow what we have to do as a church member or as a citizen of this country, there's no need for me to be afraid.
So I prefer coming to church than going to the market, because I feel the church is more safer, because here when you come, you have to wash your hands, check your temperature and write your name, and with the distance to everything is intact. Yeah.